This is a pain to make. I have to invest 6 hours into this. Just kidding. I love making YouTube videos. I'm kind of sad that I can't make more than 2 videos on this debate club. What's up, debaters? I'm your host Richard, back for another radio episode. So today we will be looking at the proceedings of the next session. I know there is a lot of gap between the last sessions, and we did not have a session last Thursday due to the holidays, and we won't have a session next Thursday due to New Year's. So the club would function as a moot court in the next session. We would like to view on how your persuasion drives this case. Remember, there's no one side. The verdict can go in any direction. Let us revise how this court functions. But wait, before that, where's the intro? As usual, there would be a judge who would direct this case and would be the main factor in the verdict. And like in a normal court, the plaintiff would be the side of the petitioner, and the defendant is the side of the accused or prime suspect. Now, here is the place where this differs from a normal court. A jury, that is a group of judicial representatives, would also be present in the court. The jury would mark the use of evidence and how each individual contributes to the court case. Another person to note is the governor. The governor is a legislative representative who helps with the court proceedings. They would mark the overall side but cannot cross-question the plaintiff or defendant. However, they can pose questions to the jury, and if the question is valid enough, it would be asked by the medium of the jury itself. The governor and the jury would tally their marks together, and then the governor would discuss the markings with the judge. Then the judge would deliver the verdict to the court on the basis of their own marking and the governor and jury's marking. Now, in the court, there are a few rules and regulations to follow, which are commonly referred to as court etiquette. Let's see the most important ones that are relevant to our court before moving on to the actual case. Remember to follow the necessary decorum in court, or it would result in a verbal warning at first, followed by the person being gagged out in case they still don't follow the etiquette. The court would not encourage arguing with the judge or opposing the jury, making negative remarks about anyone involved. The court would also discourage taking photos or recording the session, and would also ask the members to avoid discussing this case outside the courtroom or with the judge privately. Now, the case. We in the debate club have written a summary on this case, but I will narrate it in my own style. Trust me, you're gonna like the case, not my style. Naina Malhotra was a 23-year-old living with type 1 diabetes. On the morning of April 4th of 2021, her friends got worried because she wasn't picking up her phone or replying to texts. When someone went to check on her at 7:30 a.m., they found her dead in her bedroom. The room was tidy, no signs of a fight or a break-in. However, the medical exam told a different story. Even though Naina used insulin every day to stay healthy, she died from a massive overdose of it. While the insulin was hers, the amount in her system was way beyond a normal dose. The police started looking closely at her boyfriend, Kabir Zain. The two had been dating, but things weren't going well. Their friends mentioned that the last month had been really rough. They were constantly bickering like an old couple over small things, and that there was a lot of tension between them. Because Naina was so familiar with her medication, a mistake like this seemed unlikely. Was this a tragic accident she caused herself, or did Kabir take advantage of a medical condition to get her out of the way? Was their love true, or just an infatuation Naina had that Kabir had to get rid of? Was Kabir truly the culprit? Or was there a third person behind all of this? Did Naina commit suicide? The case can go in absolutely any direction. The club will provide the case details and assign them to different groups, but we encourage you to prepare beforehand and make sure that you're clear cut with the case. Think of all the logical ways to prove that either the prime suspect is wrong or right. I will leave the court etiquettes in the description. Please go through them, maintain them throughout the court session. That's it for now, I guess. Professor, over and out.